What is going on? What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the show. Today we're going to be going over the BMW, or I guess you can call it Alpina B7. If you're not familiar with an Alpina B7, it's basically, I want to call it like a tuner, but that's really what it is, like a tuning house for BMW. They take the regular 7 Series and then they make it their own. You can see right here. Okay, yeah. Apologies. Some technical difficulties. All right, anyway, you can see the Alpina B7 is basically a 7 Series. However, they've done a lot of stuff under the skin in terms of changes. Hard to tell if you're not into cars, but I'm going to get into all those differences in a second. If you're new here, what we do is we go over the features, options, and problems with all the vehicles. Hold on real quick. Fair use, fair use. Shout out to Pro Motor Cars. Don't copyright my video. What we do is we go over all the features, options, and problems, and then afterwards we look at ads for the vehicle to see how we can price them out. The goal of these videos or this series is to let you guys know of all the options possible. A lot of people buy these cars and have no idea what options they're missing out on, and also what the options means in terms of the price. A lot of people pay whatever the asker is asking, and you can really use these tools to negotiate. We'll get into all the specs in a second, but as you can see, Alpina 4.4 liter twin turbo V8. Let me pause this music. All right, I got some other videos for y'all. Here we got one on the dyno. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. It looks like on the dyno. Fair use, fair use. Copyright my video. Just pause it real quick because they really have been getting a lot of my videos. It's crazy. So you can see this is making 521 horsepower and 561 pound-feet of torque, and that's at the wheels. It's got another video right here. This is what one sounds like straight piped if you ever were curious to hear one of these on the road. Such a mean vehicle. I love these Alpina cars. Alpina does a really good job. Alright, that's that. We got one more video. This one is kind of a POV on the road. Shout out to Carlock Motor Cars Nashville. Is kind of what you can expect to see on the inside when you're driving one. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Very sedated cars. They really mask their speed. These cars are really fast. Some of the fastest sedans on the road. And from behind the wheel, it's hard to tell. But that just goes to show how well Alpina engineers their vehicles. Cool. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's get into the show. What is going on, y'all? On Run Cars, back again with another car buyer's guide. Today we're going to be going over the Alpina B7, specifically the 2011 to 2015 version, which is also known as the F01. So yeah, let's get into features, options, and problems. So here, as you can see on the screen, I'm using Google Docs now because Paint sucks. We got the features, options, and problems. As I mentioned just now, we're going to do 2011 to 2015, also known as the F01 body style or chassis, excuse me. It started off as a 750i. So 750i is the, I don't want to say flagship because it's the 760i that's the flagship, but the 750i is the mid-range. I wouldn't really call it a mid-range because that's what you see most on the road, but 750i has a twin turbo N63 V8, and first starts off as 750i and then it's hand finished at the Alpina factory. What actually happens is Alpina builds the engine by itself, ships it to BMW for installation, and then BMW ships it back to Alpina for the finishing of the interior as well as the paint. This vehicle is available in short wheelbase and long wheelbase, also as rear-wheel drive and X-drive. So that's a total of 4 different combinations. You can have short wheelbase rear-wheel drive, short wheelbase X-drive, long wheelbase rear-wheel drive, and long wheelbase X-drive. The changes from the 750, even though it looks like a 750 with the body kit, there's a ton of changes as you can see here. I'll just go through them real quick. It has larger turbos, 44mm turbos, reinforced cylinder head, NGK spark plugs, upgraded pistons. It has reinforced pistons really to handle the heat from the extra horsepower, increased boost pressure up to I think it's 14.7 psi or 1 bar. It has an additional radiator, external engine and transmission coolers. So these don't come on the 750i, the transmission and the engine coolers. High performance cooling fan. It's a 1,000-watt cooling fan, which is very overkill. And that's what you'll see with Alpina in general, is that they do pretty much overkill when it comes to engineering these cars. And then in terms of the power it makes, it's not as much as it could be, but it's because it's over engineered. It has a reinforced drive shaft, larger intercoolers and lines, reinforced differential, stiffer spring rates, a lower ride height, brakes from the 760 Li, quad exhaust tips. That's an easy way to tell it's an Alpina if it has quad exhaust tips. It has special Alpina gauges as well as Alpina badges on the interior, as well as front and rear aero. You can see the front air dam is a lot lower than on a 750i, and on the rear there's a spoiler as well. In terms of the differences between the pre-LCI and the LCI, the pre-LCI, the pre-facelift car from 2011 to 2013, had 500 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. It uses a 6-speed automatic transmission. It had a top speed of 174 miles an hour, and it did 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. A real quick shout out to everyone in the chat. What is going on? What is going on? Like the video for me, please. Thank you. In 2013, in the United States at least, the facelift came out. They bumped the horsepower by 40 to 540 horsepower, as well as let me do this math real quick. 22 pound-feet of torque increase. So 538 pound-feet of torque. This is because they updated the variable valve timing system. Instead of the 6-speed used in the pre-LCI, it uses the new Alpina 8-speed ZF transmission, which is commonly shared with all the BMWs of this certain time period. The top speed was also increased from 174 to 194 miles an hour. 0 to 60 has been seen to be as low as 3.8 seconds. It has a new front air grille, or air dam, air grill, whatever you want to call it. The front end is reworked a little bit compared to the pre-LCI. It also has new grills, as well as updated headlight and tail light designs. So, I don't know about y'all, but this is one of the, probably in my opinion, one of the best sedans you can get. Of course, I know you guys are thinking about the problems. This is a BMW twin turbo V8. It's going to have its problems. However, the Alpina, as you can see, has been built up pretty well. Although, I mean, we'll get into the problems in a second, but most of these cars, I'd say most, have been taken care of pretty well. So you don't have to worry about it as much as any run-of-the-mill 750i. However, you still have to worry about the problems. But before the problems, let's get into the options. I got some, we'll just go through the build sheet for a 2014, so an LCI model, and then I'll tell you guys what's the difference between the LCI and the pre-LCI after that. So here we have a LCI build sheet. You can see you have your non-metallic options in terms of paint. Metallic, lots of different colors available. We'll look at the color palette on these brochures in a second. You have metallic, priority 1 metallic. This is a big option right here, and I think would make or break a car for me. Upholstery. You can either get the standard Napa leather upholstery, or you can get the priority 1 upholstery, which is full merino. I'll show you guys exactly how to tell whether or not a car has Napa leather or full merino based on the ad pictures. Hey, shout out to Supercar Brit in the chat. Yeah, this is a good one. Pay attention to Alpina, y'all. It's one of the, I think they hold their value really well, first of all, and you don't see them a lot. So the The uniqueness, the rarity is there. I believe they only made 500 per year of this vehicle for the world, and it's crazy. I know for the G11, I believe the newest Alpina B7 for the facelift model, they only made like 10 or 20 total. So these are rare. I know this is not a G11, it's an F01, but still in America, I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 of these ever in real life. Anyway, getting back to this option, you really want to find one with full merino leather, in my opinion. It just comes with more leather covered surfaces, as well as having better colors. The XB7, yeah, I would do the XB7. It's still kind of new, but maybe we can do the pre-facelift one. But the XB7 is also really nice. In terms of option packages, you have the Driver's Assistance Plus package, which comes with blind spot detection, active driving assistant, or you can get automatic cruise control. That's an extra $1,200, as you can see. So some cars will have the Driver's Assistance Plus package without automatic cruise control, so keep that in mind. Side and top view cameras, as well as speed limit info. This is going to be part of the, well, not really. It can be in the dash too. But anyway, I was going to say it's in the heads-up display, which it is, but that's not a way to tell. The next package is going to be the luxury rear seating package. This comes with rear ventilated seats, rear comfort seats, meaning they recline, and rear massaging seats. So just keep in mind, if you want to tell whether or not the car has the rear seating package, first of all, they usually have a drop-down armrest with seat controls on the side. And second of all, look for rear ventilated seat buttons. In terms of options, actually, let's get into this. Let's look at the brochure real quick. I want to show you guys a pre-facelift brochure. So as you can see, this is what an Alpina interior looks like. It has the characteristic green stitching on the inside of the steering wheel, as well as the Alpina blue gauges with the Alpina badge on the center. No BMW badges in here. I believe they all come standard with ceramic controls. This means that the touch points of the knobs as well as the shifter is going to be in a black ceramic as opposed to being in a silver plastic. You can see with the pre-LCI, they did not offer the full leather option. You could only get regular leather, and you can see it right here on the dash. This is that BMW rubber material. It's soft rubber material. It's not in leather. In a full leather car, this would all be in leather, as well as the bottom of the doors. You can also see here, I'll just give this away right now. If you want to tell whether or not a car is X-Drive, because I don't believe these Alpinas say X-Drive on the side or on the outside or not. They might say it on the side. I doubt it, actually. We'll see in these pictures. But only X-Drives has this hill descent control button. So rear-wheel drive cars will just have these 2 buttons. X-Drives will have 3 buttons. Easy way to tell. Scrolling down, these are going to be your leather options. Oh, they do have full leather. I'm tripping. I don't know why I didn't see these here for some reason. Ignore what I said. This is the 23. Oh, man, I'm looking at the wrong brochure, y'all. Yeah, I was trying to show you the pre-LCI one. Here's a pre-LCI one. I wasn't tripping. They don't have full leather on the pre-LCI. As you can see, only Napa leather for the pre-LCIs. No, what's this leather called? Merino. They only have Napa. So that's that. These are going to be your trims. We'll just get through this right now. Trims, important with these cars. You want to get one with a nice trim. The Alpina Myrtle Wood, or as they call it in later the LCI, they call it Luxury Wood. They have Alpina Piano Black, Fine Line High Gloss Wood, Ash Green Wood, and Fine Line Matte Wood. In terms of your leather, black, oyster and black, as well as saddle. These are the ways it comes in terms of the combinations. There's not too many to pick from, y'all. Only about 15 of them for sale right now, which is pretty crazy. But going back to the facelift model, we can see the full merino leather options here. As you can see, this changed to luxury wood, piano black, fine high gloss, ash grain wood, fine line high gloss, fine line matte wood, white ash grain wood, and walnut honey wood. So lots of different wood options for this car. And what I don't like about this LCI brochure is they don't show the options. So we'll go back to this real quick. In terms of the options, you can get full LED lights, automatic cruise control, Bang & Olufsen sound system, rear seat entertainment, night vision, rear view camera, and side and top view camera. Both of these options are for the pre-LCI. The most important options, in my opinion, are getting full leather, getting full LED lights, automatic cruise control, Bang & Olufsen sound, rear comfort package. Of course, the Driver's Assistance Plus is pretty much on all of these. You can't really find a Alpina in the States without the driver's assistance plus package. But in terms of options you want to look out for that not everyone has: full leather, Bang & Olufsen, rear seat, luxury rear seating package. The luxury rear seating package is not really as important in my opinion, because it just adds. It doesn't really take away if you don't have it. However, the Bang & Olufsen is a must. Full LEDs is a must. And then driver assistance, of course. You can pick which trim you like. We'll look at a couple examples in a second so you can see what you like, but there's a ton of different options. I just think the full leather is very necessary for this car. All right, problems. Let's get into the problems. A lot of people hate the N63 engine. It's a little bit better in the Alpina B7, but it still has the same problems. You just don't see them as much because I guess there's not that many examples running around, and most of them are taken care of pretty well. But you're going to have oil leaks. This is a BMW. Is a BMW twin turbo V8. You're going to have oil leaks from the oil pan, the head gasket, the oil filter housing gaskets, valve covers, pretty much everywhere. Especially on cars with over 65,000 miles, that's when the problems start to happen. So keep that in mind. This also has a hot V engine, so the turbos are located in the middle of the V. On the pre-LCI cars, they did a little bit better, or on the LCI cars, they did a little bit better turbo management in terms of the heat, but it's still not completely fixed. The turbo seals will go. Just oil will start leaking out of your turbos. And when that happens, you'll see smoke in your exhaust. Valve stem seals. This is the big one right here. This is what everyone talks about when it comes to the N63 engine. If I didn't mention it before, the LCI version has what's called the N63 TU, which is a technical update. They made the valve stem seals better. However, they still go on all the cars. It's pretty much inevitable. There was a class action lawsuit for the valve stem seals. So a lot of cars had engines replaced. Well, a lot of 750i's. Not sure about the Alpinas, but I'm sure some of them did. But make sure the valve stem seals are good. A good way to check is to make sure that there's there's no oil or smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe. But if you do see smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe, it could be the valve stem seals, could be the turbo seals. You just don't want to see that much smoke at all. Maybe a tiny bit on startup, that's maybe steam, but you really don't want to see any sort of smoke, black smoke, blue smoke. These cars like to smoke. Yeah, if you have a bad head gasket on these or the valve stem seals go, smoke is going to be a big problem. Transmission problems for the pre-LCI. It's the 6-speed. It's not as good as the 8-speed. It's not going to be a super problematic transmission, but people still have had problems. And then iDrive issues. What happens with this is not the iDrive itself, even though the iDrive can be a little bit glitchy, but it's basically the knob. The knob becomes non-functional, or it only works in one direction or something, and it costs a lot of money for some reason. It costs like $1,000 to get a new knob. So keep that in mind. These can build up in terms. Oh, also forgot to say clogged intakes. You have to walnut blast these cars, direct injected, of course. Yeah, these cars can get pretty problematic if you find one that's not been taken care of. If you find one with full maintenance history, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But keep that in mind with any twin turbo V8 from BMW. Except for the N60. I think the N68 is better. They had so many updates with the N63 that I think it got better towards the end, right before the N68. However, yeah, this is an N63, TU, and a regular N63, so you're going to run into all the problems. Cool. All right, let's get into the ads. I got a few ads for you guys today, so let's take a look and see what we got. We have our first example here. This is going to be a 2011, so first model year. This is going to be a B7 X-Drive, all-wheel drive, so it's not a long wheelbase. It's a short wheelbase. It's hard to tell, but on the long wheelbase, the door is a little bit longer. But this is an all-wheel drive version in black. As you can see, 2011 pre-LCI, meaning it only has 500 horsepower. Only 500 horsepower, but it's still, not the 540 you get in the LCI model. As you can see, the quad tips, typical Alpina wheels. They did offer these other wheels. I'm not sure if I have any examples of them, but I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. They don't look nearly as good. This one has 128,000 miles, so only consider this one if you know that it has a good service history, or else it's probably a ticking time bomb. As you can see, I'm not liking it already, but we have a steering wheel cover, so I'm not sure what the case is with this steering wheel. No ceramic controls on this one. It has the silver controls. Let's see. This one, you can see the seat is all one piece, so no rear comfort package. Has this brown wood trim. I'm pretty sure this is gloss fine line. Another thing all Alpinas have is a plaque on the ceiling, which is pretty cool. It says where it was made. There's your N63 pre-LCI engine. This one looks all right. The problem is they don't really show too much of this area. I can't tell whether it has night vision or not. Looking here, it definitely does not have full leather. So no full leather. Oh, here we go. Yeah, no night vision. It has the driver's assistance plus package. You can tell because it has all these buttons filled out besides this last one, which would be night vision. No full leather. 128,000 miles. Let's see. Yeah, this is a first model year also. It's not probably going to have a lot of options. No Bang & Olufsen either. You can see the speaker grills are black and not silver. So this is what you would call a base Alpina B7. 128,000 miles. They want 16 grand for it. It's been for sale for how long? 114 days. So this car is not moving. I'd say this car is probably worth around 10 grand, to be honest. 128,000 miles. If it had a good service history, that's another thing, but you never know. That's something you have to find out. 10 grand is what I pay for this car. It's weird. This has a night vision camera, but no night vision. Is this not even a night vision camera? That's where it would be. Not too sure what's going on here, to be honest, but it does not have night vision. At least not that I... Oh, it does have night vision. I'm tripping. What does it not have? Oh, this is a first model year. This has night vision, y'all. Sorry. Night vision is an expensive option. It just doesn't have some of the driver's assistance stuff because it is a first model year. That's what you typically see with BMWs. Let's see if I can... Yeah, night vision right there. Has a display lane departure. Yeah. Oh, I go up to 11 grand. 11 grand for this one with night vision. Cool. Moving on to our next example. We have a 2013. This is going to be a facelifted model. Let me see if I can show you guys a difference between the facelifted. So you can see the facelifted front fascia looks slightly different. It's more sculpted. This one's more one round piece. This one, as you can see, has more of a shape to it. This one already off the bat, you can tell because it has a camera right here. It has night vision. 57,000 miles. They want 37 grand for this one. You can see the big spread in prices for these. It's a silver one. This one is also a short wheelbase. You can see the door is as wide or as long as the front door, and a long wheelbase. The rear door is a little bit bigger. This one is an X-Drive model. Good pictures in this one. I cannot scroll on this, man. All right, we'll just scroll through like this. Let me see if I can. Okay, I can't scroll through the photos. So we're going to go through them real quick. Rusty calipers. That's not a good sign. This car's been sitting a while. You can already tell. No full leather here. You can see the bottom of the door is in that soft plastic material. However, we do have the Bang & Olufsen sound system. No rear comfort package. Scrolling through, we can see all B7s come with an illuminated sill plate, which is cool. So regular Napa leather. There's the plaque right there. All B7s also come with an Alcantara roof. Hey, shout out to Clean Whips in the chat. Yeah, exactly. This car, it's the reliability. That's why the prices are so low. But if you can get one that's been maintained, it is such a good car. You can see here, fully optioned out, full driver's assistance package with night vision. Automatic cruise control as well. These are the automatic cruise control buttons. So you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can see this car has pretty much everything so far except for full leather. It's also a facelift model, so you get the 540 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque. Bang & Olufsen. This one has the car phone option, but no one uses that. 6-disc CD changer. There's your upgraded N63 TU. Front cameras. This has everything besides full leather, yo. This is not a bad spec at all, especially for being a facelift model. For me personally, I'd want to get a long wheelbase because why not? A long wheelbase rear-wheel drive would be perfect for me. But this one's a short wheelbase all-wheel drive, so this one works for somebody. How long has it been for sale? 533 days. The price has only gone down by $1,000. That is insane. This car has been for how long? How many years is that? It's been for sale for a year and a half. The golden rule is 90 days is when dealerships usually try to get rid of a car. So this car has been there for a minute. Not sure if it's private sale or not. Might be. These pictures look like private photos. Anyway, this one being a 57,000 mile car, facelift car with everything but full leather. You know, this price is I mean, it's one of the best ones online, honestly. One of the best, not the best, one of the best. I'd say for me, I really wouldn't want to pay over 30 grand because then again, this could be the case where the car is just coming in to needing a bunch of work. So you could get screwed with that. That's always the case with getting a sub 60,000 mile BMW. But yeah, you're not going to need as much work as a 128,000 mile BMW. So yeah, 30 grand is where I'd be at, and I wouldn't really want to buy one for 30 grand. I want to buy one with 100,000 miles for 20 grand. That's a really good spec, but I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. Not full leather though. Moving on, we have a 2014. This one has 79,000 miles in black. You can see they're asking $29,000. Black is cool. Let's see what we got though in terms of options. No driver's assistance package on this one. That's crazy. The only thing it has is the heads-up display. As you can also see in the middle, there's only one button because this car has no top cameras. Only the rear view camera when you throw it in reverse. It does have ceramic controls though. No automatic cruise control, of course. Scrolling down. I mean, it's a nice color. The black on black definitely looks mean. No Bang & Olufsen either. Has the regular Harman Kardon stereo. This one is a very, very low spec. Probably as low as you can get. Yeah, of course it doesn't have the rear comfort package. But nice pictures though. So yeah, this thing has nothing. No driver's assistance, no rear comfort, no Bang & Olufsen, no full leather. Very, very base car. How long has it been for sale? 136 days. As you can see, these cars sit forever. It's pretty crazy. No one really knows about them. I think it's like the 750i already has a bad rep, so people aren't going to buy one of these. And I mean, there's good reasoning behind it. You really don't want to buy one of these and have it break because the parts are very specific to Alpina and you have to get them from the Alpina factory. I've heard a lot of cases about these cars sitting for months at the dealership for something simple. Let me check something real quick. Yeah. This car, as you can see, does not have the full LED lights either. You can tell because the LED lights have a flat bottom. The regular lights do not. So fully base car with 80,000 miles. I'd say for me, being an 80,000 mile car, I think this is worth about 20 grand. I'm just going to say that. It has no options. It's missing like 10 grand worth of options. So 20 grand in my opinion. I would stay away from this one, honestly. Moving on to our next example on CarGurus, the last example on CarGurus. Today we have examples on CarGurus, AutoTrader, and Facebook because there really aren't any for sale. But we have a 2014. The last model year was 2015. Really hard to find 2015s, but they're out there. 2014, this is going to be a B7 short wheelbase rear-wheel drive. So base configuration in terms of the body. We can see it does have the LED lights. This color is one of the best colors in terms of Alpinas. It's one of the most recognizable colors. People love this color. It turns a lot of heads. It also adds a lot to the resale, which is good. So we have short wheelbase rear-wheel drive with the LED package. Let's see what we're working with on the inside. Interior wise, we can see that it's not a full leather car. This is going to be that plastic material on the bottom. Looking next to the steering wheel, you can see it's missing the night vision as well. Let's just make sure. Yeah. Has the driver's assistance plus, no night vision. It has Bang & Olufsen though, which is good. So short wheelbase, Napa leather, driver assistance plus, Bang & Olufsen. No rear comfort package. You can see the seats aren't separated. The seats would be separated if they had a rear comfort package because they would slide out. Ceramic controls. You can see it's a rear-wheel drive car because it doesn't have the hill hold assist, which is going to be that third button right here. But it does have the cameras, so that's good. And there's our Alpina gauges and the Alpina plaque. Not a bad option, or not a bad example in terms of option. It's just missing the full leather. Full leather is probably one of the harder options to find because it was an extra 3,500 bucks. But this has everything else except for night vision. Good spec right here, especially with the color. Black piano trim, not really the best. Looks pretty plain, especially with the black interior, but it is what it is. 153,000 miles. This is actually a really clean car for having that many miles, which is pretty crazy. They want 19 grand for it. How long has it been for sale? 41 days. Okay, I mean, that's not too bad. This car just got in 153,000 miles. Probably one of the highest mile examples of one of these, but I guess we'll find out. I'd say for me, being that this is a facelift car, high miles though, you're missing center caps, which is bad. You know, you don't know anything about the maintenance history in this car. It doesn't have full leather. It doesn't have night vision. It doesn't have rear comfort, but it has everything else. Bang & Olufsen. What else does it have? Bang & Olufsen, driver assistance. Yeah, it's pretty much a mid-range of the middle of the range vehicle here. I'd say for me, I'd be at 15 grand for this one. $15,000. That might be a little generous, honestly. Maybe like 14. It has a ton of miles. It'll depend on the maintenance history. If you haven't liked the video, hit that like button for me. It helps a lot with the channel. Thank you. Let's see. What else can I say about this car? Yeah, I mean, rear-wheel drive, short wheelbase, Napa leather, Bang & Olufsen. Oh, let's see if it has automatic cruise control real quick. Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, 14 grand. Cool. Moving on to our next example. We have a 2015 with 50,000 miles. They want 35 grand for this. It is a long, or is it? No, it's not a long wheelbase. This is a short wheelbase. Unfortunately, I want to show you guys some long wheelbases, but I guess we'll get to them a little bit later. Short wheelbase. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't know why I have the ad twice here. Whatever, we'll go through this. 2015 short wheelbase. This one has, I'm trying to tell, I can't really tell. Nope, no merino leather. This one has Napa leather. You can tell it's kind of worn too. Not the best sign, but I guess that's what comes with having a light interior. Rear wheel drive car. What else? Get out of here. All right, rear wheel drive car, driver assistance package, but no night vision, no automatic cruise control, Napa leather, no Bang & Olufsen. Yeah, this is a base car. Short wheelbase, rear wheel drive, Napa leather, Harman Kardon, driver assistance plus, no rear, comfort package. Yeah, this is not worth 35 grand at all. I say even though it has 50,000 miles, it is still a base Alpina B7. I'd be more around the $28,000 mark. Does it say how long it's been for sale? Auto Trader lacks in many ways. I don't like it that much. Moving on, we have a 2012, so we're going back to the pre-facelift models, but this is a 2012, so the last year of the pre-facelift. We can see this one is going to be a B7 X Drive. Some of the pictures aren't loading. Short wheelbase, black wheels, but in the Alpina blue. Short wheelbase, X Drive, so not a base model. Almost there, though. This one does have night vision, driver's assistance plus, as well as night vision. No full leather. It has the Napa leather option. This one also has driver or automatic cruise control, so that's good. The only thing it's missing so far is going to be the Bang & Olufsen and the automatic cruise control. This one also has ceramic controls. All-wheel drive, as you can see, it has the hill hold, descent hold, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this oyster leather seems to get really dirty and show a lot of wear and tear. Light interior. This one has the rear entertainment package. That's pretty cool. Rear entertainment. Let's see, what is this? Yep, rear entertainment. That's what the iDrive controller is for. But no rear comfort. So this one has night vision, driver's assistance plus. It has X Drive. It has the rear entertainment package. but it's a pre-facelift model. 93,000 miles, 2120. This isn't too bad, honestly. I'd say this car has some good options. It's missing the full leather for me and the Bang & Olufsen, but it does have the rear entertainment. It does have night vision, which is pretty cool, and it is an X-Drive. I'd say for a 93,000 mile pre-facelift car, this one's not too bad. I'd be more around the, we'll just say 18,000 for this one. $18,000 for this example right here. Cool. Moving on to our next one, we have a 2013 X-Drive long wheelbase. So this is going to be the top of the line configuration for the car. You can see off the bat though, it looks like it does not have the LED package, which is a bummer. Inside though, does it have full leather? These pictures aren't good. These pictures suck. Wow, what a terrible way to sell your car. Can't tell if it has full leather or not. It doesn't look like it. There usually would be some stitching, but I can't tell, honestly. If this was full leather, that would be nice. It looks like it has night vision. So driver assistance plus, night vision, Bang & Olufsen, long wheelbase. It doesn't show the rear seats, of course. So we don't know. We don't know. This would be a gamble, so we're going to shoot a little bit less. 73,000 miles, $27,000. This isn't bad at all. I'd say for me, because I don't know too much about the car, I need to get better pictures. And until those better pictures come in, I'd be at around $23,000. 23 grand for this until further notice. Cool. Moving on to our next example, we have another long wheelbase X-Drive. This one looks all right. You can see the headlights have been tinted, and they do have the full LED package. We do have night vision, so lots of points there. We're looking good. Long wheelbase, all-wheel drive, LED lights, night vision. All right. Let's see what else we got here. A lot of good pick. Okay, here we go. This is a full leather car. Full leather car. You can see the bottom of the door is in leather. And as well as the underside of the dash, you can see the stitching right here. So leather all the way. All the brown areas are leather. So we have night vision, LED lights, full leather, long wheelbase, all-wheel drive, automatic cruise control, Bang & Olufsen. Let's see the rear seats. Rear comfort seating package. You can see the seat or the controllers here, and you can see the seat is actually adjusted out right here. So this is a fully loaded car. This is as good as it gets. And yeah, this is something that I would be very interested in. I mean, even though it's all-wheel drive, it's fully loaded in terms of options. Literally has every single option. Well, all the ones that we really are focused on. 80,000 miles. Did they say anything about it? No, not really. No accidents. 28 grand. I'd say for this, having all the options tick, full leather included, I'd be around like 24 or 25 grand. I'm pretty close. 24 or 25 for a 2014 facelift model. Big power, 540 horsepower, 538 pound-feet of torque, long wheelbase, all-wheel drive, full leather, Bang & Olufsen, night vision, driver assistance plus, rear comfort package. Yeah, everything I could really want is in this car. 24 grand is where I'd be at. 24 grand. Cool. Moving on to our next example. I think we already went over this one. And our final example, we have an X-Drive short wheelbase here. This one's a private sale, as you can see, in black. Let's look at the interior. Man, these pictures are so bad. But off the bat, you can see it does not have full leather because this bottom part is that rubber material. So no full leather. It has the rear entertainment package. Rear entertainment, Bang & Olufsen. They show the steering wheel. Wow, these pictures are so cheeks, man. These pictures suck. Of course, you don't show the steering wheel. Let's do our best here. I can't tell. I can't tell at all. Automatic cruise. It looks like it has it. I'll give it automatic cruise control. Man, my mouth is dry. Can't even talk. Automatic cruise control. Let's look at the front. Can't even see it. Night vision. LEDs, all-wheel drive, Bang & Olufsen, automatic cruise control, rear entertainment package. So no full leather, no rear comfort. Not bad. 98,700 miles. They want 25.5. This isn't too bad. It's a 2015. It's the last model year for the F01 B7, so that's also good. Makes it very desirable. It has rear entertainment, which is cool. It has LEDs. It has the night vision. The only thing it's missing is full leather, of course. It has Bang & Olufsen as well, I believe. Yep, Bang & Olufsen. So not a bad spec here at all. I'd say for a 2015 with 100,000 miles, I'd be around like a 24,000. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. 24,000 for a 2015, 100,000 miles. Maybe even a little bit, maybe 23, but 24 would be a safe bet for me. Cool. All right, let's move on to Facebook, the last place we look at ads on this channel. Oh man, I gotta reset all these. Give me a second. Yeah, we'll just do that. That was reset. All right, these are all refreshed. Oh, they're not. All right, we got one more. Cool, you guys got a little preview. Anyway, we're going to start off with our first example on Facebook. Facebook ads are always the funniest because they either are really good or they suck. This one looks all right in terms of the pictures. We have a black example. No full LED lights on this one. It's a pre-facelift, first model year, 82,000 miles. Did they show the grill? No night vision, it looks like. No night vision. Oh, yeah, this is looking very basic. It has an Alcantara wheel, which is pretty cool. I'm sure that was customly done. But again, rear-wheel drive, short wheelbase, only 2 buttons there. No Bang & Olufsen, which is unfortunate. No full leather. No, we looked at this one, didn't we? We had to. This one looks the same as this one. Hold on. How many miles does this have? 79,000? 82,000. I think this, no, wait. No. Give me 1 second. We're about to find, that's a 2014. Yeah, this one's a 2011. So a different example, but similar to the one we already looked at. This one's very base. No driver's assistance plus, no night vision, no Bang & Olufsen, no full leather, no LED lights. I mean, it's pre-facelift. So this one is pretty much bottom of the barrel. Let's see what he has to say. 2011 Alpina, short wheelbase, 81K miles, good condition, well maintained. Yeah, they already know what they got. That's why they put this Alcantara wheel in here to make it look a little bit nicer because it has literally no options. Yeah, no option Alpina. 82,000 miles, first model year. I'll always stay away from a first model year. This is the one's going to bring you the most problems. I'd say for this one, I'd be at 15 grand. Sorry, it's been listed for 49 weeks. 15 grand is what I'd be at. It's pretty clean. I'll give him that. But it's still a first model year with no options. Cool. Moving on to our next example. We have a 2011. This one's going to have 97,000 miles. They want 16 grand for it. Let's see if this one has any options. If they even take good pictures. If not, we're just going to skip it, honestly. All right, we can see it has a driver's assistance package. No automatic cruise control. No Bang & Olufsen. Yeah, these pictures are terrible, man. Why do they do this? Can't even see anything. This has been listed for 36 weeks as well. Because the pictures are so bad, I'm going to lowball him. For 2011, I'd be around 12 grand. 12 grand until you can provide better pictures. Cool. Moving on, we have a 2012, the last model year of the pre-facelift. You can see engine open, in black, silver wheels, rear-wheel drive car. It has automatic cruise control. It has night vision and driver's assistance plus. You can see the bottom of the door is going to be in that soft material. It's not leather. This is leather. This is the other material. So no full leather on this one. It is a pre-facelift, so I guess it didn't come with full leather. But it has heated and ventilated seats in the back. So it does have the rear comfort package. Let's see what he says. Well, that doesn't really work. All right. Black sapphire metallic, black Napa leather, cold weather package. Okay. The cold weather package must have been the rear comfort package for the pre-LCI cars. I don't know why they didn't put that in the brochure. Driver assistant. Oh, it has cold weather and luxury rear seating package. All right, cool. So, instrument panel with leather finish. That's so weird. I don't get some of these option builds sometimes, because sometimes they piece it out for full leather. Other times they put in the dash as a separate one. I don't get it. And all these are extras. whatever. Automatic cruise control, heads-up display, driver assistance. Pretty much has everything besides night vision. Oh, it has night vision. Pretty much has everything except full leather. And Bang & Olufsen. Is that, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, no Bang & Olufsen, no full leather, but has everything else. 46,000 miles. They want 37 grand for this. This is pre-facelift. Yeah, no, this car is not worth 37.5. This car is worth 46,000 miles. I'd say it's worth in the mid to high 20s. We'll give him 27.5. 27.5 for this pre-facelift. Pretty well spec'd, but it's missing Bang & Olufsen full leather. 27.5 for a 46,000 mile car. It's been listed for 40 weeks. Cool. We have our first facelift model of Facebook. 2013 LED light package in blue. Looks good already, but high miles. 120,000 miles. Hey, shout out to Captain Caveman. What is going on, bro? It's been a minute. I haven't seen Captain Caveman in a long time. It's been like a year, man. What's going on? Long wheelbase. As you can see, tons of room in the back. We also have a rear comfort package, rear luxury seating package. Bang & Olufsen. Can't see the bottom of the doors, which sucks. Oh yeah, we can see the bottom of the dash here. No full leather, no night vision. We have driver's assistance package, driver's assistance plus. No full leather. Damn, man. I'm praying for you, bro. You need to get better, man. You can't be having these issues, bro. I don't know what's going on, but we gotta get better, man. But I hope you no, in all seriousness, man, I hope you get better. Okay. Anyway, going back to this, we got the full LEDs, driver assistance plus, no night vision, Bang & Olufsen, Napa leather, facelift. So what we're missing is full leather. We're missing night vision. Full leather and night vision. This car is everything but full leather and night vision. It has a rear comfort package. 120,000 miles, 2013, 28.5. I'd say for this one, I'd be more around the, I mean, it's close, but not really. It has high miles. I'd be around the 23,000 mark. $23,000. It has a really good spec. Not the best spec, obviously, but okay, he said nothing dramatically serious. Just going in for surgery on the 17th next month from my shoulder. Well, good luck, man. Hope you have a, speedy recovery. Surgery sucks. Yeah. Not a bad example in terms of spec, as again, I said, missing full leather, missing night vision, but night vision is whatever. Like, who uses that? High miles though, 24 grand. Cool. Moving on to our next example, 2014. So second to last model year, we already can see it has the night vision and it already has the LED lights. White with the black Alpina wheels, which looks pretty cool. This cat, man. Let's see. Where are the interior pics? Bang & Olufsen. No full leather. Napa leather. Low miles, 66,000 miles. Napa leather car. Rear wheel drive. Rear entertainment package. We do also have the rear comfort package, as you can see. The seats are adjusted, so we have the rear luxury package, whatever you want to call it, rear comfort, rear luxury package. With the, you can also tell because it has cooled seats, which are going to be these buttons in the middle right here, these middle two buttons on the bottom row. If it didn't have the rear comfort package, these would be blank. So you can tell by the seats and you can tell by the buttons. This one also has rear entertainment. So this one is fully spec'd in the rear, which is pretty cool. So what is this missing? It's missing full leather. And that's it. Maybe the only thing this car is missing is full leather. 34 grand, 66,000 miles. I'd say for this one being a 2014, with only 66,000 miles, you really have to be careful with these. We haven't been looking at these descriptions, man. Whatever. We'll look at this one. Every option possible installed from the factory. You're a liar. This doesn't have full leather. It's crazy. People on Facebook really just lie to your face. Where's your full leather, man? It's not fully optioned. I should message him. This car does not have full merino leather. You are a liar. And therefore, I will offer you 24 grand. No, I'm joking. I'll probably offer for this one around 28 grand. 66,000 miles is really low for one of these. 28 grand. The only problem is, as I mentioned before, with a low mile car like this, around that 50 to 60,000 mile mark, you're going to probably be running into some issues, because that's why they're selling it, because they don't want to do that whole list of things. Probably costs like 5 or 10 grand. Dealership prices, of course, but to get that fixed, get it sorted, it's probably a good amount of money. That's why I like to go for cars around 100,000 miles, because it's like I fixed everything around the 60, 70,000 mile mark, and I have 30,000 miles in, so things could break in the next 15, 20, 30,000 miles, but at least you have that time period to enjoy the car before that happens. This, you never know. Hopefully something like this. It says regular, been taken care of and serviced regularly. We'll see about that. Check the maintenance history. 28 grand is where I'd be. Cool. Moving on to our last example. We have a 2014. Oh, these pictures already look like they suck. All right, let's see. Oh, man. Yeah, this one is a full leather Napa car. I mean, it does not have full leather. It has Napa leather. Night vision, it doesn't have. Driver's Assistance Plus package, it has. Rear-wheel drive. Bang & Olufsen. As you can see, these middle buttons are blank, so no rear comfort, no rear TVs. So what we're looking at is, it looks like it has the LED lights. So LED lights, yep, LED lights, facelift, rear-wheel drive, Napa leather, no night vision, driver assistance 1, Bang & Olufsen, no rear anything. It's not bad. It's not a bad spec. I like the color. Black on tan is always a cool color. 32 grand for a 69,000 mile car. It is a 2014, listed almost a year ago. I'd be at the same place as this last example, honestly. This last example at least had the rear entertainment stuff. So this, I got to be even less than this. I got to be around 25 to 26 grand for this example right here with 69,000 miles. Yeah, and I really wouldn't want this if this other example was an option. Even though the color on this one is a little bit better in my opinion. Black on tan with the two-tone interior is a little bit better than the white with the single black, especially with the piano black trim. What does this have? Piano black as well. All right. Yep, 26 grand. Be at 28 grand. That's the rear entertainment and rear comfort package difference. Cool. So let's wrap it up in terms of what options you need to look for when you look for one of these online. First of all, you have to make sure you know whether you want a short wheelbase, long wheelbase, rear-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive. Of course, all-wheel drive is going to be more practical. Long wheelbase is going to have more rear space, but it is also going to be harder to park. It's a bigger car. For me, I like the biggest car, so I could probably get a long wheelbase, rear-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive, depending on if, you know, there's not too many options out there, so I'll take what I can get. In terms of, let's actually get a good picture up, because I want to look at something nice. Look at this one. This one is my favorite. Yeah, let's get this one in terms of, and I'll point out stuff. It's hard to tell on this, but this one has the full LED lights, so you want to make sure you have the full LED lights. Night vision, you don't really need. That's kind of like an extra. It makes the car like more resellable. If anything, you're not really going to use night vision, let's be honest. So LED lights is the first thing. Night vision, maybe, if you want it. Moving on to the interior, full leather. So you want that full leather, in my opinion, even though, as we can see, this is one of the only options, or one of the only examples with full leather. So we got LED lights, full leather. Bang & Olufsen is a must for me. Just the speaker grill look is enough to make me want to have it. Driver's Assistance Plus is always a handy option to have. I don't know why you would get one without it, to be honest. Automatic cruise control, also a really handy option. It makes driving a lot easier if you take a lot of road trips. Rear comfort package, especially with the long wheelbase. If you get a short wheelbase, not really as necessary, but if you get a long wheelbase, you got to make use of this room. The seat actually moves forward as it tilts back, you know, so that's what the extra leg room is really for. So rear comfort package. But yeah, I'd say full leather is a must. Driver assistance is a must. LEDs for the facelift cars is a must. Bang & Olufsen. Yep, those are the 4 I'd say. If you get the Driver's Assistance Plus package, it comes with the camera, so you don't have to worry about that. However, if you don't have the Driver's Assistance Plus package, you can still get the cameras as an option. But I just say get the Driver's Assistance Plus package so you have it all wrapped into one. Ceramic controls come on the facelift car. I recommend staying away from the pre-facelift car simply because of the problems. The price difference isn't too great when it comes to the peace of mind that you'll have from not having those problems. Also, the extra power is pretty necessary in my opinion. So yeah, facelift car, full leather, LEDs, Driver's Assistance Plus, night vision, Bang & Olufsen, rear comfort package. Rear entertainment is if you want it, but rear comfort, in my opinion, is a must, especially if you get a long wheelbase. Cool. Anything else I missed? No. That's pretty much everything. As I mentioned before, with the problems, you want to make sure that the car has had a good bill of life. You want to make sure that the maintenance history is good. You want to make sure that the oil leaks are taken care of. You don't want to see any oil leaks at all. Turbo seals, just check the exhaust for smoke. It could be anything. It could be valve stems. It could be a head gasket. It could be your turbos. Just make sure it's not smoking. And then, yeah, as I mentioned, stay away from the pre-LCIs. If you get the LCI with the 8-speed, you don't really have those transmission issues. And then also make sure your iDrive controller works. A lot of the times what happens with the iDrive controller is that the water comes in from the sunroof and it drips right onto the iDrive controller, which makes it not work. So cool. That pretty much wraps it up for today. I appreciate everyone in the chat who stuck around. Shout out to everyone who was here. Shout out to Captain Caveman. Shout out to Clean Whip. Shout out to Supercar Brit for being in the chat. Y'all are kind of quiet today, but it's all good. I'll be back next week with another car buyer's guide. And in the meantime, you guys should check out my reels. I've been posting all the reels from the channel, and some of them done pretty well. So check those out. As always, peace. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next week.